Hi, welcome to Catholic Nest. So I thought it'd be helpful to share what sort of maths resources we use. So this is our resource basket, and this is the kind of stuff that we use to pull out counters and abacus and so forth, things that we pull out when we're doing maths to help them understand a concept or to use to help them get to the answer. So the first thing is this really cheap abacus. It was under £5, really helpful, especially with first edition subtraction or when they're first learning times tables. Really helpful. It's probably one of our most used things in the baskets, certainly at the moment. Counters. So we have a couple of different counters. These are just glass decorative stones. They're nice and tactile and just help with basic maths addition, etc. Intelligent sticks. Now, these are quite cheap. I think they're around £5 on eBay. You get a lot for your money. They're really nice. They're wooden. They're good quality. Get the numerals and the equal sign and the different times, plus, minus, etc. So they're nice. You can use them in lots of different ways. Probably use the sticks most in different Montessori activities to do with maths. So that's a nice set. These, I forget where I got them from. I want to say eBay or Amazon years ago. They're different measuring tubes when learning to measure volume. I think they were quite inexpensive. So they have the different measuring, you can't see it very well on the camera, but they have the different measuring volumes. So this one goes up to 250 mils. And this one up to 100. This one goes up to 50, 25 and 10. So they're good for learning to pairing with a worksheet where they have to pour an exact amount in, or even for helping them to realise that 25 mils or 50 mils, and lots of different ways you can use them. Really nice if you use them with food colouring in the water so they can see it more clearly on the side. So when we do measuring with the maths, try and make it as practical as possible in ways that they would use it in real life. So if they're measuring length, then I'll get them to measure different bits of furniture and things around the house using a tape measure. If they're doing volume, I'll get them to actually pour out the volume. If they're weighing, then to use different kinds of scales. Make it as hands-on and building life skills in the process. Some little money resources here. I think there's different pretend money, coins and notes. And then there's these, I think these are from Twinkle. Different cards for matching and just learning the different quantities per coin, etc. I think this is just more pretend money. I think some from play sets. I think one of them was from Poundland. Just kept them all together. More counters. Got lots of these. Always useful. A wooden clock for learning time. And this one has the 5-minute increments on it, which is useful. And they can see them through the hole in the hands there. Also has 24-hour clock on the inner side, and it's by Goki. Calculator, although we don't use that yet. These are craft numbers. I use these for number recognition or different Montessori activities. They've all come out of a little tray, but they're nice for various activities. And again, under a £5, really affordable. Addition flip pads, flash pads when they're just learning to add. For some reason they really like these flash pads. We've got one in colour as well, and always popular at that stage when they're doing it. So we've got some Numicon. We've got the Numicon at Home kit, and we also added to it. I thought it was worthwhile to get the Numicon board. And I thought it was worthwhile, if I was getting the board, to get the Numicon pegs. To be honest, we don't use it as much as we could. You can get whole workbooks, and you can use it quite as a full mathematics system, but I don't know, we kind of use it just now and again for different things. So we'll just move the board. So we've got this number line with it, which goes all the way to 21. So we use that, tend to use that for matching. Get these dice. Get these little cards. Basically numbers on. Whoops. Don't use those very much because we have so many things with numbers on. What I really like Numicon for, we also brought extra tens frames. What I really like Numicon for is number bonds. So I've just cleared those other bits out of the way so you can see what we're focusing on here. So what I really like them for is number bonds to 10. So you know that 7 and 3 is the same as a 10. Eight and 2, and just find lots of different ways to make 10, because they can see the amounts coming together to make the same as a tens frame. You don't need the board for that, that's more. You can use these on the board, but they're mainly for the pegs. They have a big end and a small end. The big end makes them more secure. So, as I said, there are workbooks, and the Twinkle does Numicon printables and different maths activities with them. So there's loads of ways you can use them. I'm probably not the best person to advise on that, as we tend to use them as a supplementary resource rather than a whole mathematics system. They're also really good if you remove the 1 and 2 piece and don't give the pegs. But entertaining little ones has got a bit of a novelty factor. So I often give the toddlers a bit of Numicon to mess about with on the board. Great fun. So the last thing we have in our basket is this number game. So when they're first getting to grips with numbers, they just match up the numbers with the amount on there. I think it does up to 10. I think. There's lots of games like that available on the market. So there we go. Our most used maths resources of maths homeschooling. I could probably do quite a few videos on maths resources, as we have quite a lot. But this is our go-to basket of things that we can just grab during a maths session, and the things we probably use most. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe to see more.